Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ill blur. Matic shooby-doo-doo, oh yeah. Welcome back to Ill Blur Matic, guys. What is going on today? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Let's get right into it. So apparently Sony this year is dominating. Sony is like, yo, Nintendo had their year last year for console of the year. We got to come back on top. We taking over like a DJ Khaled song. We taking over. What do I mean by that? So apparently there's a rumor going around that Sony has confirmed pretty much at a conference, developers conference, in somewhere in Japan, that literally that they're working on another version of the PS5. What? Wow, I am surprised at Sony. This is definitely interesting. Also, with this news is pretty much they're going to pretty much come out with the first version of the PS5s, which is very interesting that we're seeing that. But on top of that, with the next version in line. Say what? And what do I mean by that? So we know with Sony, they usually give us the first version of a console, then they give us the next version. You know what I'm saying? They've done that, I think, since like the PS3. We got like, you know, the first version of it, then you get like a better version of the console. And pretty much they're talking about they're going to sell PS5s, PS5 Pros. So I think it's definitely interesting. Sony really took this time to realize last year just didn't work out for them. I mean, a scarcity of their console at gaming stores like GameStop, Target, and other places like Best Buy, etc. I guess they realized like the competition, their consoles are still there, you know, they're getting restocked, reshelved, and people are buying them, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little worried about this. I'll be honest. You know, me being a gamer that I am, it's a little not surprising that this is happening. But man, Sony getting greedy. Sony like, look, we gonna release. They're like Oprah. They're like, yo, you get a PS5, you get a PS5 Pro, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried because this is definitely. I'm not saying this is not great news. It's great news, of course, but the problem still remains. Like, will they face the same problem that they faced last year with a lack of the system? Yes. You can release a game console, but are they going to have the resources for this Pro? Sounds great. I mean, I like the Pro version. It sounded cool already. You know, it's like, ooh, a Pro. The next best thing. You get what I'm saying? But the problem is, will they face that same problem where they have a scarcity of a particular part of the console? We know last year they had a scarcity of chips. That's why they are now still not having limited stock at places to purchase the system. So realistically, sounds like a great idea. Sony wants to stay on top as the top gaming console of this year. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not against it. But I still wonder, like, Sony. Sony! Like, you know, I get that y'all want to be on top of things for this year. I understand y'all took that L last year. Y'all like, look, then they probably realized like, yo, if we don't put out another PS5 realistically, and this is just coming from my perspective on it, they probably realized like, we're not going to re-up the money. You remember they have all these new games coming out this year, and they probably looked at the, you know, like just realistically like, yo, we gotta get some more PS5s on the market, whether it's the PS5 or the PS5 Pro. It's definitely interesting that they went this direction where they want to release two of them out, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I guess Sony said, look, we gotta re-up our money. But now the problem is, will it have quality work? You know what I'm saying? You could drop a console, don't get me wrong, but it don't have that quality to it. You know what I'm saying? Or is they gonna go more with the quantity? Like, yo, we're gonna give you quantity over quality, or it's gonna be quality versus quantity. I like I said, I'm still on the fence about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yeah, it sounds great, but like I said, will people put trust into Sony after them having a lack of consoles? And how is this going to help themselves? To some degree, I guess Sony realized, like, yo, we gotta come hard, you know what I'm saying? Because Nintendo's already, our competition, Nintendo's already has the next version of their console. Either Microsoft has the next version of their console. So I think Sony's also in some form of fashion trying to keep up with the competition. They're like, yeah, our competition, they both have their other versions of the console. We need to put out a console. I think soon we'll see like maybe a teaser, or well, I'll have like I guess you could say, an announcement for this. But what do you guys think about this? Are you like shocked that Sony is like, yo, we're gonna give y'all a Pro? And do you feel some type of way? Like, do you think that this Pro is going to do as well as the previous console? And do you think they're going to face the same problem? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that last year it was hard to find a PS5 as a console. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, hopefully with Sony, they learned from their lesson pretty much, with them pretty much having a scarcity of their console. And I really hope that works out for them, because I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, y'all talking about another console already? And y'all still having, like, you know, I guess you could say issues with, like, literally with the first version of console, limited supply, you know, limited stock at places. So this is your boy Blurmatic, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. If you have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I truly do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, have a great day. And I am out. Blurmatic, and the saga continues. Oh.